Hey pickles, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome. Hopefully you want to stick around and subscribe. Today's video is this super glam, super glittery, smoky eye, perfect for, well, whenever really. It's sultry, it's easy, and all the products are affordable. Okay, let's go. So I'm starting with the PLouise base in shade Rumour 2. This is my go-to eye base, and it is just perfect for really gripping the shadow, giving maximum colour payoff and intensity. If you've been sleeping on this eye base, I'm not sure why, but if you have, go right now and get it and use my code LEANNEAUDREY10 at checkout, or my affiliate link, which is down in the description. And yes, yet again, I am missing an acrylic nail. Sue me. Honestly, at this point, I've just resigned to the fact that I'm never going to be wearing 10 nails all at once. Oh well. Back to the eye look. So I'm taking the PLouise Crisp Finish Paint in Smoking Hot. This is the most beautiful transition shade for pretty much any look that you could possibly need to do. If you only get one paint from PLouise, make it this one. I'm not kidding. I just used a nice big brush. I think this was a MAC 224. Just to buff all through the crease and start just adding a bit of definition. And then I built that up with the BeautyBay bronzer in Beach. Holy crap, that was a mouthful. Again, this is just on a big fluffy brush. This one is from Molly O'Brien, and it just builds up definition in the crease without us having to worry too much about using other transitional shades. And the best bit is, if you're using your normal bronzer like I am here, it's gonna sit really perfectly with your skin tone as well and tie everything in when the base is on, so bonus. Another BeautyBay product, and this is the Age of Opulence eyeshadow palette. Now I have looked and this is out of stock and it was limited edition, so I'm really sorry if you didn't get hold of this, but it is such a gorgeous palette. I was gifted it for my birthday and I knew I had to do a look focusing on this gorgeous navy shade, which is called Curfew. Now I started really lightly with this because honestly this shadow does not come to play and this blend needs to be really soft, so I started with a lighter hand and then built up definition once I was happy with each previous bit of blending. I used a Mitchell ME3 for this just because it is a nice blending brush and it's got the right amount of fluffy, but also it's quite dense, quite small. It's easy to keep control of the product. As you can see, it's not going all over the show, it is just building up exactly where I put it. It's not going to blend out perfectly, and that's why we're taking Prohibition, which is a nice chocolate brown, and this is going to bridge the gap between the navy and that bronzer shade. Again, a very light hand. You're never going to get the perfect blend here. The idea is just to make everything look soft, and if that involves going back in with your bronzer brush, or the brush that you use the bronzer on should I say, then go for it. Do whatever you need to do, go back and forth however many times you need to get this blend looking sultry. With that blend done, I'm going to go back in now with Curfew again on that same Mitchell brush made by Mitchell, and I'm just going to really build up that navy tone. Again, little by little, take your time, using more tapping motions here than swiping motions. I just really want to build up that intensity, but I don't want to lose that soft, sultry, smoky sort of vibe we've got going on. I do, however, want to balance out the darkness, so I'm taking RSVP, which is this nice sort of bone shade. It is perfect for my skin tone. If you are of a deeper complexion, there is another similar shade that's a little bit darker in the palette. I forget what it's called, and this is on a Mitchell brush as well. This is an ME10, and that's just going to really balance out the dark smokiness of the look and bring a brightness to the inner corner. This is the start of the shimmer, and this is e.l.f. Liquid Glitter Eyeshadow in Ocean Eyes. Billie Eilish reference much? These liquid glitter eyeshadows are super affordable, but they're really beautiful, and once they dry down they don't budge. But I want to add a little bit more, so I'm going in with Revival, and if there's one thing BeautyBay does right, it is their shimmers. Holy crap, the formula is insane. just look at how that's lifted the look. Are you as obsessed as I am? Because if not, why not? Moving on to just blend out those edges, and it is back in with that curfew shade one final time up here in the crease, and I'm just blending it out so that shimmer doesn't just look plonked on the eye and it all looks cohesive. For the under eye, I'm going to prep just as I did on the lid, so PLouise base in Rumour 2, patting that in gently. Treat your lower lid the same as you treat the upper lid and you can't go wrong. I'm telling you, especially with this PLouise base, get on the hype if you haven't already. Again, crisp finish paint in Smoking Hot. What can I say? I'm obsessed. And we're just doing the same as we did in the crease above. So starting off with that crisp finish shade, that Smoking Hot, that bronzed shade, just really blending it out. We want the under eye to be as soft as the crease above. And then curfew just to add that blue. You can of course skip this step if you want, but I do love a smoky grungy under eye. If you look at any of my looks, I feel like that is fairly obvious. And then to melt everything together, last little bit of that beach bronzer shade from BeautyBay, and it just brings everything together in a neat little package. Love it. Here I'm taking it just that one step further with the Ingot Gel Liner in 77. This is their black creamiest gel liner ever, by the way. Fully recommend, and I am just putting this on my lower waterline and then also tight lining the upper waterline a little bit to make sure everything is nice and sultry. If you feel like black's a little bit too much for you, you could use a nude liner or a brown. Both would look equally as beautiful. Fancy editing for the lashes, and here is the finished eye look. Is it not stunning? I mean, come on. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you're notified when I upload, and I'll see you soon.